Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm diving into a serious topic that's got global health officials and activists deeply concerned. We're talking about recent developments involving Elon Musk, his Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge, and the future of HIV/AIDS programs around the world. First, some background. At the Qatar Economic Forum just a few days ago, Musk denied claims that Doge had cut funding for AIDS medication programs. He stated, first of all, the program is continuing, so your fundamental premise is wrong. It is continuing. It is false. It's false. It's false. Musk even claimed he'd fix it right now if any services had been defunded. But here's where it gets complicated. Global health officials contradict Musk's statements. They say that Doge's dismantling of USAID in January 2025 has had disastrous effects. New HIV infections have surged in recent months, jeopardizing the goal of eradicating HIV by 2030. To put it into perspective, prior to these cuts, the US government implemented most of its HIV/AIDS operations through PEPFAR, a USAID-funded program that has contributed over $110 billion since 2003. But since USAID was shut down, PEPFAR's future is uncertain. A temporary waiver from the State Department has allowed some funding for HIV/AIDS programs to continue. But here's the catch, this funding only covers existing patients and pregnant or breastfeeding women. Many prevention programs, like those for pre-exposure prophylaxis or PrEP, have halted due to the lack of US funding. Dr. Anjali Akrakar from UNAIDS highlighted some specific impacts. In Botswana, the number of people receiving PrEP has halved since last year. Mozambique saw a drop from 30,000 people receiving PrEP at the end of 2024 to just 19,000 recently. In Zimbabwe, the numbers declined from 4,000 to 1,800, and Nigeria's condom distribution plummeted from 850,000 in December 2024 to 300,000 by February 2025. Another major concern is the rollout of lenacapavir, a new injectable HIV prevention drug that's nearly 100% effective. PEPFAR had planned to roll out this drug to at least 2 million people over the next 3 years. But with the cuts, the rollout is now uncertain. During the forum, Musk was confronted about lenacapavir and said, "Which ones aren't being funded? I'll fix it right now," followed by, "If in fact this is true, which I doubt it is, then we'll fix it." Yet, UNAIDS pointed out that a similar pledge by Musk in February 2025 regarding Ebola prevention efforts was never honored. Peter Sands from the Global Fund mentioned that despite the uncertainty, they're not backing off their ambition to deliver lenacapavir to 2 million people. But losing PEPFAR would mean a huge decrease in funding and connections. Since the waiver was issued on February 1, 2025, no new policy on PEPFAR's future has been announced. US partners on prevention services have had their agreements terminated. UNAIDS projects that if PEPFAR's treatment and prevention services halt entirely, it could result in an additional 6.6 million HIV infections by 2029. So, what's next? The global community is watching closely as these developments unfold. It's a critical time for HIV/AIDS prevention and treatment, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Thanks for watching and stay informed.